evening, Tottenham fans. Tottenham have gone out of the League Cup 2-0 away to Newcastle. I might be the only one in the fan base at the moment that's going to say this, but I saw some good things today. I know we lost and it is gutting, and I feel sorry for those away fans that had to travel in the cold for all those miles and they have to travel all the way back late at night as well. But I did see some good things, and some of the players had much better performances. I didn't think that Newcastle were much the better side. I thought Spurs were on top a lot of the times. I'd say first 25 minutes, Newcastle got their goal from the corner when Jed Spence was doing his shoelace up and he didn't have time to get back into position. But still, they should have done better with the clearance of the header. And I think Kingsley could have done better with that as well. But after that, Spurs woke up and Spurs were much the better side, and the attacking patterns of play were much better. Xavi was getting into the game. Even Johnson was doing bits. We got Richarlison was holding up the ball a bit better. And we just seemed to, Bergvall was actually a big part of our attacking play as well. And Sarr joining in as well. And our attacking play was okay today, and we had bloody few chances to get into this game, and it could have easily been different. Ramsdale made a couple of really good saves as well, and Richarlison, if his movement was better or his anticipation was a bit better, he could have got on the end of a couple of crosses as well from Johnson. So I do feel that Spurs did show some good signs, and Jed Spence at left back, he was playing a lot better attacking wise. He was taking on his man. He was linking up really well with other players. He was passing the ball forward more than usual. I felt that Bentancur was better on the ball than he was before. He was progressing the ball a lot faster, and he got caught in the ball a couple of times, but he was progressing the ball faster. He was intercepting, he was tackling, getting his foot in. I think Paulinho and Danso were pretty strong at the back together as well. Porro, I was watching him a lot today because Porro is probably one of the most underrated right backs in the league, and he was pretty decent today as well. It's a weird game because I feel that a lot of the players played pretty decently well. I think Xavi was most liveliest game I've seen him play in a long while. He did do a few misplaced passes, but he was, like, even off the ball, he was sliding in, getting the ball back, and working very, very hard for the team. If we just had a clinical striker today, I think this game could have been a lot different. But let's just remember, we're playing away at Newcastle, late kickoff. We haven't got Vicario, we haven't got Udogi, Romero, Van der Ven, Kulusevski, Madison, Kudos and Mawani didn't start. Solanke's injured. Just before the game, Gray got injured. Odegaard's injured. So the options are so low for Thomas Frank. So even rotation was even hard for him today. And then not only that, then trying to bring on subs. So he brought on Kudos and Mawani. And I tell you what, when Mawani came on, he looks so good. He looks so technically good. Like, when you're getting used to watching Richarlison, I think that's why Mawani looks 10 times better. He comes on and he's so technically gifted. He did this run where he ran past about 2 or 3 players, and then the ref got in the bloody way just when he was getting into his stride. I thought he was going to take it 5 more yards and then have a shot, but the referee blocked it. So yeah, it was basically playing against 12 men, the way the referee was getting in the way there. And I think Kingsley was very poor for the second goal. We was all shouting for Kingsley to get a chance, and now we're all thinking maybe we was a bit too hasty with that, because Kingsley's the second goal where Volta made it's just a simple cross. Danso left it for the goalkeeper, otherwise Danso would have gone for it. The keeper comes out, tries to flick it with his hand, and Volta had an easy header. So Kingsley, as much as he's good on the ball and that, he made a couple of mistakes today, and I think we could see today why Vicario is number one. I'm not going to get on his case, so he's only a young lad. He's only 22. He's going to learn from that. He did a lot of good things today as well. His distribution was absolutely great, as usual. He's very calm on the ball when you're playing it out from the back. But all in all, I don't think it was that bad from Spurs. I honestly don't think it was that bad. The key thing is today, I'm hoping, fingers crossed I don't jinx it, but I don't think we've got any more injuries. We rested Van der Ven, which is brilliant. Romero may be back for the Chelsea game, which would be even better. Udogie may even be back for that game. Solanke's training on the grass now, so I don't know when he's going to be back, but we had a lot of key players out today, away to Newcastle, a ground that we struggle with, even with our best players. And I feel that we could have got something out of it. I honestly believe we could have got something out of it. Newcastle had relatively first team. They started off without Joel Linton and Guimaraes in the middle, and Anthony Gordon was on the bench as well. So I have to point that out. But they did all come on. So, yeah, it's a tough game anyway for anybody to go to, any team to go to Newcastle. I think Arsenal had to score a last minute winner to beat Newcastle with their first full 11. So what we did today, I think the boys should be proud, and the way that we were attacking and the ball progression and the speed of our passing was so much better today. It was so much better. Like, there were so many good things I could see on this pitch. And, if Mawani starts against Chelsea, he's going to cause them problems. I think Xavi, it's in the stars for Xavi to score his first goal against Chelsea, the team that wanted him all summer, and he ended up coming to us. Can you imagine if he scores the winner against Chelsea at the weekend? That would be absolutely brilliant. Chelsea played today, by the way, and were 3-0 up and nearly threw it away to Wolverhampton Wanderers. The team that everyone laughed at us because we drew 1-1, and Chelsea nearly drew 4-4 with them after being 3-0 up. So, so all in all, Bergvall, I've mentioned him already, but I think he had a really good game today. He started off a bit slow when Newcastle were really pumping up for it. But after Newcastle scored, I think Bergvall really got into the game. I think he's played decently today. So there was a lot. The weirdest thing is there was a lot of good performances today. A lot of good performances. But it just didn't come together up front. Like, there was no clinical finisher up front. When Mawani came on, his technical ability and his movement is so good that if he was on from the start, I think this game would have been a lot different. I really do. I hate Richarlison bashing all the time, because this loss isn't just down to Richarlison. Like I said, Kingsky made a couple of mistakes, and people were giving the ball away at times. But Richarlison's not a clinical striker. Richarlison's not that 20-goal-a-season striker. We had Harry Kane for so long, and we got so used to that. And if we didn't have Kane, we had the clinical Sonny as well. But now we've got Richarlison at the moment, and he's just not that guy. He isn't. And the sooner Spurs sell him, I think the better, and we need to move on from him. It's a shame Solanke's been injured for so long and Mawani couldn't play any games, because I think this season would be even better if we had those two players playing up front for us. Because Tell's not at it yet. He's not at that level at the moment either. I think he will get there, but he's not at that level at the moment. Spurs lost today in the Carabao Cup 2-0 to Newcastle, but they were not embarrassed. You know what, as well? I think we had more shots, more shots on target. I think we had more possession of the ball today. It's just Newcastle. When Newcastle attack, and let's give credit to Newcastle as well. When Newcastle attack, they're very quick, they're very precise, they're very direct, and they've got some very, very good players. And they deserve to go through. That first 30 minutes as well, I thought it was going to be another 4 or 5-0 in the first 30 minutes. You remember that time when they scored like 5 goals in 20 minutes? I thought it was going to be one of them at first. But Spurs kept their heads. Spurs, weathered that storm and then started attacking Newcastle's goal. So I was pretty impressed with the difference between the game we played today with, I'd say, 80% of our first team out, compared to last season when we had our first team and got absolutely battered against them. So There's huge difference. There's a lot of positives to take, and I'm not happy that we went out, and I feel sorry for the fans that had to go and travel. But there was a lot of good things to take from today. If there's anything I've missed from today that you think that you thought was a positive as well, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and come on, you Spurs.